They don't want you to know this, but if you're over 60, what you eat right before bed could be the difference between waking up stronger or slowly watching your muscles disappear. For decades, seniors have been told the same advice: don't eat late at night, avoid snacks before bed, and never touch dairy after dinner. But the truth is, this old advice might be one of the biggest reasons your body is losing muscle faster than it should. Science now shows that eating the right kind of food at night can actually keep your muscles protected, rebuild strength while you sleep, and even improve the quality of your rest. And here's the shocking part: most seniors are doing the exact opposite. That's why so many people over 60 wake up stiff, tired, and weaker than they were just a year ago. And sadly, this process doesn't just affect your muscles, it impacts your balance, your metabolism, and even your independence. But here's the good news: the solution isn't complicated. In fact, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the top 6 bedtime foods and nutrients that can help you stop muscle loss in its tracks, even after 60. These are simple, everyday foods you can find in your local grocery store. No fancy powders, no gimmicks, and I promise you this, the last one on the list is something almost no senior expects, yet it might be the most powerful of them all. So if you're over 60 and you've noticed weaker legs, shrinking arms, or that frustrating loss of energy, this could be the missing piece you've been searching for. Now, I also know how discouraging it feels. You might be eating fairly well, maybe you go for walks, maybe you even try to keep up with some exercises, but no matter what, your muscles still seem to shrink. That's not your fault. After 60, your body changes, hormones drop, protein absorption slows, and recovery becomes harder, but that doesn't mean you're doomed to weakness. With the right nighttime foods, you can actually tip the balance back in your favor. Together, we're going to uncover the truth today. And I want this to feel like a conversation, not a lecture. So do me a favor, drop in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing how seniors from all over the world are coming together in this community to take back their health. And if you're super new here, stick around and consider subscribing so you don't miss the next senior health tip, because your future self will thank you for the small changes you start making today. Let's start with something that might surprise you. The very foods most seniors were told to avoid at night, things like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, may actually be the best protection your muscles can get while you sleep. Here sectures why. Think of your muscles like a campfire. During the day, you toss on fast-burning sticks, those quick-digesting proteins from chicken, eggs, or even whey shakes. They catch fire quickly, give you a burst of energy and repair, but they don't last long. Then comes the night. For 7-9 hours, your body is in a fasting state, and that campfire has no fuel. What happens? The fire dies out. And when that happens, your body turns to the only available energy source: your muscles. This is why muscle breakdown, also called catabolism, is most active at night. Enter casein protein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein found in dairy. Unlike whey, which peaks in your bloodstream within an hour or two, casein breaks down over 6-8 hours, drip-feeding your muscles a steady supply of amino acids while you sleep. In other words, it acts like putting a big log on the fire, keeping the flame alive all night long. And the science backs this up. Researchers at Maastricht University studied older adults who consumed casein protein right before bed. The result? They had 22% higher rates of muscle protein synthesis overnight compared to those who didn't. Translation: their muscles stayed in a building, not breaking. Let me share a real-world story. Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher, came to me frustrated that her legs felt weaker each morning, even though she walked daily. She'd followed the old no food after 7 p.m. rule for years. We added just half a cup of cottage cheese before bed, a simple, affordable change. 2 months later, she said, "I don't wake up stiff anymore. My grip is stronger, I don't need the railing on the stairs, and I even feel more stable on my feet." That's the power of steady overnight nutrition. Now, some of you might be thinking, but won't eating dairy at night cause weight gain? Good question. The truth is, when your metabolism slows with age, eating fast carbs or heavy sugar late at night is a problem, but casein-rich foods are low in sugar, high in protein, and designed for slow digestion. That actually helps regulate blood sugar overnight and prevents nighttime hunger. Instead of adding weight, they preserve the very tissue muscle that keeps your metabolism running. Quick check-in: do you still eat dairy before bed, or did you cut it out years ago? Comment below, I'd love to know, because many seniors have been avoiding it unnecessarily. Now, how much casein should you aim for? Studies suggest around 30-40 grams of casein protein before bed works best. For most seniors, that looks like 3/4 to 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 serving of Greek yogurt, or a small glass of milk with added casein powder if you prefer supplements. If you're lactose intolerant, there are lactose-free cottage cheese and yogurt options now widely available. Even certain plant-based yogurts are fortified with slow-digesting proteins that mimic casein's effects. But here's a pro tip. Casein works even better when paired with specific minerals that help relax your muscles, improve sleep quality, and prevent nighttime cramps. And that's exactly what we'll cover in the next section, because without this missing mineral, even the best protein won't be fully absorbed. If casein is the fuel log that feeds your muscles all night, then magnesium is the spark that makes the engine run smoothly. Here's the problem. Studies show that over 70% of seniors are deficient in magnesium. And that's not a small issue because magnesium is responsible for more than 300 vital processes in the body. It regulates muscle contraction, nerve signaling, blood sugar stability, and even melatonin production for sleep. Without enough of it, your body struggles to rest, recover, and rebuild. Think about it. Have you noticed more muscle cramps, restless legs, or twitching at night as you've gotten older? That sets off in a flashing red light for low magnesium. Your body is essentially saying, I can set relax, I can set repair. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When you eat casein protein before bed, your muscles get the building blocks to repair. But if you're low in magnesium, your body can't actually use those building blocks efficiently. It's like hiring construction workers without giving them the tools, they just stand around, unable to get the job done. This is why adding magnesium-rich foods before bed is a game changer. Foods like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds are loaded with magnesium in a form your body can easily absorb. Just a small handful or 2 tablespoons stirred into yogurt or cottage cheese can supply the mineral boost you need to unlock full recovery. Let me tell you about Harold, a 68-year-old grandfather who wrote to me after struggling with nightly calf cramps. He'd wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., clutching his leg in pain. His doctor told him it was just part of aging, but when we added 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds before bed, just that small tweak, the cramps disappeared within a week. Not only that, Harold said, I'm finally sleeping through the night. I didn't realize how broken my sleep had been until it came back. And that's the hidden benefit. Magnesium isn't just for muscles, it's for your brain too. By calming the nervous system, it helps you slip into deep restorative sleep. And remember, deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, one of the last remaining muscle-preserving hormones in seniors. No magnesium, shallow sleep, poor growth hormone release, faster muscle loss. Quick question for you, have you noticed more cramps or restless legs at night lately? Drop a yes or no in the comments. You'll be surprised how many others here experience the same thing. Now, how do you add this in practically? Sprinkle a spoonful of pumpkin or chia seeds over your Greek yogurt. Blend sunflower seeds into a smoothie. Or if you're not into seeds, consider magnesium-rich leafy greens sautéed lightly with dinner. If you prefer supplements, magnesium glycinate is often the most gentle form on the stomach and the best for sleep support. But remember, food always comes first. Now here's where it gets exciting. Magnesium sets the stage for muscle repair, but it doesn't work alone. Because while magnesium relaxes muscles, there are 2 nutrients that fire them back up, keeping them strong and coordinated. That's what we'll uncover in the next section. So far, we've talked about feeding your muscles protein at night with casein and giving them the mineral spark with magnesium, but now we need to look at the foundation beneath those muscles, your bones. Why? Because muscles and bones are like dance partners. Weak bones lead to weak muscles, and weak muscles put more strain on bones. You can't separate the two. And the 2 key nutrients that keep this partnership alive are vitamin D and calcium. Now, you might be thinking, I already know calcium is for bones, and yes, that's true, but here's the part most seniors haven't heard. Calcium and vitamin D also directly influence muscle function. Calcium is the on-off switch for every single muscle contraction in your body. From your heartbeat to your biceps curl, calcium is what allows muscle fibers to squeeze and relax. Without enough of it, you feel twitchy, weak, and sometimes even shaky. Vitamin D, on the other hand, is the key that lets calcium unlock the door. Without vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium efficiently, and low vitamin D doesn't just weaken bones, it directly contributes to muscle weakness, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls. Here's something shocking. Seniors with low vitamin D have up to a 40% higher risk of muscle wasting compared to those with healthy levels. And here's the kicker, your vitamin D levels often hit rock bottom at night when you're not exposed to sunlight. That means bedtime nutrition is the perfect opportunity to fill the gap. Take Elaine, a 75-year-old woman who struggled with nighttime leg twitching. She thought it was just age. We tested her vitamin D and it was dangerously low. Once she started drinking a small glass of vitamin D fortified milk before bed, not only did the twitching disappear, but she told me, I wake up feeling younger. My legs don't feel like lead anymore. Quick check-in, do you take vitamin D daily? Drop a yes or no in the comments. It's amazing how many people don't realize they're running on empty. Now the easiest bedtime combo here is something simple. A glass of warm milk fortified with vitamin D and calcium. Or if you're dairy sensitive, try fortified almond milk or oat milk. You can also pair a calcium-rich dinner like leafy greens, sardines, or cheese with a vitamin D supplement taken earlier in the day. And here's a powerful tip. Vitamin D isn't just about muscles, it's about sleep. Low vitamin D interferes with melatonin production, leading to shallow, restless sleep, and we've already established that deep sleep is when growth hormone repairs your muscles, so without vitamin D, you're hit with a double whammy, weaker muscles, and worse sleep. Now, calcium and vitamin D set the stage for strong muscle contractions, but there's another piece that's missing: the scaffolding that holds everything together, your connective tissues, joints, and tendons. Without this, even strong muscles can't function well. And that's exactly what the next food provides. We've talked about feeding your muscles with protein, relaxing them with magnesium, and powering them with vitamin D and calcium, but now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The scaffolding that holds your body together. That scaffolding is made of collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body. It makes up your tendons, ligaments, joints, and even the lining of your muscles. Without enough collagen, your muscles may still exist, but they'll feel loose, unsupported, and prone to injury. Here's the tough truth. After age 60, your natural collagen production drops by nearly 50%. That's why your skin sags, your joints ache, and your muscles don't bounce back the way they used to. It's not just aging, it's literally your body running out of its structural glue. This is where collagen-rich foods come in. When eaten before bed, they act like sending in a repair crew to patch up the scaffolding while you sleep. Now, collagen works even better with an amino acid called glycine. Glycine isn't just important for building new collagen, it also has a calming effect on the brain. Studies show that consuming glycine before bed actually improves sleep quality by lowering your core body temperature and promoting deeper, restorative sleep. That means double benefits: stronger tissue repair and better rest. Where do you get this repair combo? Bone broth is a classic. It's rich in both collagen and glycine. Collagen peptide powders mixed into a warm tea or milk are a modern, convenient option. Even gelatin-based snacks like sugar-free gummies can provide a bedtime dose of collagen. Take George, a 70-year-old retiree. He replaced his evening cookie with a small cup of homemade bone broth. Within weeks, he noticed his knees felt smoother, his grip stronger, and he woke up without the same creaky stiffness in his back. His exact words: "It feels like someone oiled my joints overnight." Let me ask you, have you ever tried collagen supplements or bone broth? If so, drop your experience in the comments. I'm curious to hear what worked for you. Now, how much collagen do you need? Research suggests around 5–10 grams before bed is effective. That's about 1 scoop of collagen peptides or a cup of broth. Colocine can also be taken directly. 3 grams before bed has been shown to improve sleep quality in older adults. And here's something most people don't realize. Collagen doesn't just protect joints. It also helps maintain muscle fascia, the sheath that holds your muscles in place. If your fascia is weak, muscles feel soft and unstable no matter how strong they are. Strengthening it keeps everything tight, efficient, and powerful. But while collagen and glycine act like the repair team, there's another silent factor that might be tearing your muscles down at night without you even knowing it, and unless you address it, you'll keep losing muscle no matter how much protein you eat. That factor: inflammation. And the solution lies in one powerful nutrient found in fatty fish and certain oils. So let's step back and tie this all together. If you're over 60, your muscles are not just losing strength because of old age. Sarcopenia, the gradual wasting of muscle, is being accelerated by micronutrient deficiencies, particularly in the minerals and compounds that your mitochondria need to fuel muscle growth and repair. We began with the myth that protein alone solves everything. Protein is important, but without magnesium, potassium, vitamin D, B vitamins, and omega-3s, your body can't properly use that protein to build new tissue. It's like stacking bricks without mortar. We looked at how mitochondria act as the power plants of your muscle fibers. When they're starved of nutrients, your cells can't generate enough ATP, and the result is weakness, fatigue, and wasting, even if you're eating plenty. We explored how potassium-rich foods like avocados, leafy greens, and even coconut water recharge your muscle cells and stabilize nerve signals, how magnesium relaxes and restores muscle fibers, preventing cramps while supporting over 300 enzymatic reactions tied to muscle health. We examined how vitamin D, sunlight, and even omega-3 sets from fish or flaxseed keep inflammation down while turning on muscle-building genes. We also highlighted the importance of B vitamins for nerve-muscle communication and protein metabolism. And finally, we connected all of this with something practical: the right food, simple daily habits, and targeted supplementation where needed. When you restore these missing nutrients, something amazing happens. Your body starts to rebuild, your grip gets stronger, your walk steadier, your energy more youthful. This is not about chasing youth, it's about reclaiming independence, it's about being able to lift your groceries without strain, to climb stairs without gasping, and to stand tall and confident well into your later years. So, my encouragement for you today, don't just count your protein, count your minerals. Start by adding one new habit this week, maybe a handful of spinach, a tablespoon of flaxseed oil, or a magnesium-rich snack before bed. Small shifts, repeated daily, can turn the tide of muscle loss. Because the truth is, your muscles are not done. They are waiting for the right conditions to grow again, and you have the power right now to give them exactly what they need.